Morning. Today is Friday, March 22nd, 2024, starting Best Picture series. Best Picture for an individual season. I'm going to start a series of videos. 1871, 2023. Best Picture each individual year. 152 seasons. Are you ready? We just finished 152 videos on the best player, offensive player in batting categories. Now we're going to deal with pitching. 1871, way back, old school. Let's look at it. Rynie Wolters. Have you heard of him? I haven't. But in 1871, I'm starting there because that's where Baseball Reference begins on the keeping of stats as far as wins, innings, strikeouts, shutouts, games started, games, complete games, earned run average, winning percentage, and saves. 1871. I'm going to give the best pitcher that year to Rynie Wolters. He had 283 wins, most of anybody in the league. Back in the 1871, it was just the National League. There was no American League. They started in 1901. So from 1871 until about 1900, 1901 will be National League. And then we'll get into the National and American League combined as far as who's the best pitcher. I'm picking one person from both leagues. Obviously, American League 1901 will be a National American League. We'll pick one pitcher from both of those leagues. Right now, from 1871 till 1901, it'll just be the National League, and I think there's some Federalist League came into existence, but then it petered out. Rynie Wolters had the most innings, 283 innings. Then he had 32 games started, and he completed 31. So he has three categories. No other pitcher who was pitching in 1871 had more. Who is this guy? Well, I've got him here. He just played 3 years. And he had a total of 19 wins for his career. 1871, his record was 16-16. 32 games started and 31 complete games. 283 innings, had 22 strikeouts. Not a Hall of Famer. But I'm giving the best pitcher of the year to Rynie Wolters. Okay? It's not a Hall of Famer. Look at this guy was born in 1844. How about that? So in 1871, what would that make him? Let's see, I've got it here. He's 27 years old. But he goes 16-16. So no other pitcher in that year had more wins, games started, and complete games. Interesting. You got to start with someone. The next year, 1872, he only won 3 games. And then in 1873, he just gave it up. And then we never hear from him again. It's not a Hall of Famer. You know, as we go through this series of videos, from 1871 to 2023, there's going to be a lot of Hall of Fame pitchers on that list. But also, there will be many, many pitchers that we haven't even heard of. They're going to be on the list as being, for that one particular year, they stood out and had a great year. Whether it was wins, strikeouts, complete game, winning percentage, whatever it is, saves. It's going to be an interesting series of videos. In fact, in this book, that I wrote. Baseball's best hitters and pitchers. I go through every one, or every year. I did it with batting, and then I do it with pitching. And what's going to be interesting also in this series of videos is that some pitchers will have multiple Best Pitcher of the Year awards. I'm not talking about Cy Young. I'm talking about who is the best pitcher for the individual year. So bear with me. It's going to be 152 videos. We'll go each individual year and we'll devote each video to one pitcher who wins. Now, some years we're going to have guys who tie. They have 2 or 3 categories each. I got to give it to both, maybe sometimes 3 pitchers will win the pitcher of the year. Rynie Wolters wins 1871, and we never hear from him again. How about that? All right, our next video will be 1872. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm out.